if you hear that banging on the drums upstairs, that's my witchy wife. And I feel like it's a call to do the feminism books that I've had here for a while. I've got time for one take, but I have a whole bunch of great books by women, especially on drugs, that I think are worth sharing. And all of these come from an old feminist himself, Uncle Buck, whose books these are. He's a good guy. He was a good guy to his wife, which is really the main thing to say about a guy. So let's start with Shaman MD. This is a book about a plastic surgeon who went through ayahuasca in the Amazon and then got into shapeshifting and learned about that. So that looked like an interesting one. Other classics in here as well. The Reluctant Shaman. This is by Kay Cordell Whitaker, a woman's first encounters with the unseen spirits of the earth. This looks like an excellent memoir as well. This one just because it's a classic. The Human Encounter with Death, Stanislav Grof of LSD psychotherapy, and then Joan Halifax herself. She's the reason I'm putting this in here. So this is a classic. And then another classic by Marlene I can never say the name. Marlene Dabkin de Rios. And this is her book on hallucinogens. And she's just such a great writer. And professor in anthropology, and one of the most important people in this space. She has another book about an Amazon healer. If you don't believe in this kind of stuff, like psychic healing and all of that, like you need to read more. And this is a good one about the life and times of an urban shaman by the same woman. Speaking of queens of psychoactivity, here's a selection of writings by Maria Sabina, the woman who introduced the hallucinogenic mushroom Mexico to the world. This is edited by Jerome Rothenberg, so you can find it. This looks great. A book on Kali, my godmother's most important spirit of India, by Elizabeth U. Harding. It's a really great take. And just because it's such a classic, here is a nice edition of the Book of Marjorie Kemp, which is the earliest known autobiography of an English person, and it's one of the most engaging of the Christian lives. And it's supposedly really just so readable, and she just talks to God in a very down-to-earth kind of way, and talks about how difficult her life was, and being a businesswoman. This is, it's a very cool book to have out there in the world. And then this is by someone named Lex, so, it has to be good. It's called The Mother of the Universe, and it's Visions of the Goddess and Tantric Hymns of Enlightenment. This is going to appeal to somebody out there. That's why I wanted to share it. And then, if you're into the Theosophy movement, these are really good. This is Mabel Collins, who was writing about 130 years ago, Light on the Path Through the Gates of Gold. And then this is the Idol of the White Lotus. This one I wanted to. I think this was the one that I wanted to share. Oh no, it was this one. I wanted, in the beginning of this book, she talks about her first 20 rules. So this is from the beginning of Through the Gates of Gold, and that's how I'll use my last minutes of this video, because it's really a beautiful take. So she talks about the rules for disciples. Attend you to them. Number 1, kill out ambition. Number 2, kill out desire of life. Number 3, kill out desire of comfort. Number 4, work as those who are ambitious. Number 5, kill out all senses of separateness. Number 6, kill out desire for sensation. 7, kill out the desire for growth. 8, yet stand alone and isolated, because nothing that is embodied, nothing that is conscious of separation, nothing that is out of the eternal can aid you. Learn from sensation and observe it, because only you can commence the science of self-knowledge and plant your foot on the first step of the ladder. 9. Desire only that which is within you. 10. Desire only that which is beyond you. 11. Desire only that which is unattainable. 12. For within you is the light of the world, the only light that can be shed upon the path. 13. Desire power ardently. 14. Desire peace fervently. 15. desire possessions above all. 16. But those possessions must belong to the pure soul only, and be possessed, therefore, by all pure souls equally, and thus be the especial property of the whole, only when united. Hunger for such possessions can be held by the pure soul, that you may accumulate wealth for that united spirit of life, which is your only true self. 17. Seek out the way. 18. Seek the way by retreating within. 19. Seek the way by advancing boldly without. 20. Seek it not by any one road. To each temperament, there is one road which seems the most desirable. But the way is not found by devotion alone, by religious contemplation alone, by ardent progress, by self-sacrificing labor, by studious observation of life. None alone can take the disciple more than one step onward. All steps are necessary to make up the ladder. The vices of men become steps in the ladder one by one as they are surmounted. The virtues of man are steps indeed necessary, not by any means to be dispensed with. Yet though they create a fair atmosphere and a happy future, they are useless if they stand alone. The whole nature of man must be used wisely by the one who desires to enter the way. Each man is to himself absolutely the way, the truth, and the life. Thank you to these great feminine teachers.